My big dream has always been to be a pro wrestler.
Who is Hulk?
That's the question.
Welcome to the Legion, bitch. Huh? Yeah, yeah. It's time to come alive. The darkness where I thrive. You better be advised or you won't make it out alive. Land of the genocide, if not prepared, just stay inside. It's hard to flourish in these streets lately. I've been the rock. Fuck it, I'm gonna battle to
So, who is Hulk Strange?
That's the question. If I get deep on it, I'll say I'm not Hulk Strange. Hulk Strange is the guy who shows up on April 29th. Hulk Strange is the guy who shows up in the wrestling ring. He's a relic. He's not from this generation. He's from the past. He's from gladiator times. He's a guy who's strictly business, strictly in his zone, strictly want to just win at any cost. Going to lift the world up. Going to have so much rage in him. Going to be so angry at everything, and then just show out. Because I'm Christian Strange right now, but once April 29th rolls around, you'll see the Hulk.
So, how did you decide on that as your persona?
Actually, people did. I didn't come up with the nickname like Hulk. I was just lifting in the weight room, and then they just start calling me Hulk, and then I was like, wow, that actually sounds cool. And then I was like, it may be cheesy. I thought about it. I was like, Hulk Strange, it may be cheesy or whatever. Nobody's gonna call me that, but to this day, people still call me Hulk Strange. More people call me Hulk than they do Christian, actually.
I have this friend Dustin, and he has this belief that like he lives through a persona, but it's like he's the person inside of him that drives that persona. How do you feel about that mentality?
I like that. That's a deep mentality, because that's the goal in like wrestling too. Is like you play a character, but you are that character, but the character you put on screen is just you up 10. I believe in that so much, like the persona, like for example, like Kobe Bryant being the Black Mamba. It's kind of the same thing. It's like I am that person, but I'm really gonna amp it up once I get to the place to amp it up. You know what I mean?
Talk about what you like most about competing.
Well, I've always been a natural born competitor for sure. I'm super competitive my whole life with everything. I say that's my toxic trait. It's how competitive I am. But this competition, it means so much to me. Doing it for my dad, so it adds the competitive to it, and it notches up to 10 because I want it so much this time. I've always wanted it, but I could just tell like I'm so hungry and so ready for April 29th to get it in.
Right on. So what is it that motivates you that when you get up in the morning that just pushes you to just keep going harder?
As much crazy as it sounds, probably I say me from last year. It's like I don't want to ever be moving backwards. I want to always be moving forward. I don't want to ever, be weaker than I was before. I just want to keep a steady pace and keep it moving. The biggest motivation I have is looking in the mirror and just trying to be a better person.
Right on. So we talked a lot about your weightlifting training goals, but let's talk about maybe some other goals that you have in life.
Oh, definitely. So I'm also a professional wrestler as well. Striving to put myself on the map with that. That's always been my dream and my passion is pro wrestling. I go there every week, and it's in Baltimore, Maryland. It's EWA is the wrestling organization, but that's my dream. That's my goal. And I mean, I'm in college as well, but my big dream has always been to be a pro wrestler.
When you're a professional wrestler, what song do you want to have them play when you come in?
Oof, that's a tough one. I want to start off with "Killing in the Name of" by Rage Against the Machine, just because like once that doom that hits, like a badass dude's about to come out and really take care of some business. So I kind of want that kind of vibe. Anything, honestly, Rage Against the Machine. There's like 2 or 3 songs I'd pick by them. Bomb Track, Bulls on Parade. Either one of those 3 I definitely would roll out to.
Definitely something to get hype on.
Yeah.
I like that. But so when you're working out, is that stuff you want to listen to?
Same kind of stuff, yeah. A lot of that, Rage Against the Machine. I like the Cult Personality song. My go-to Max song is Killing in the Name of. And then, you know, I listen to a lot of Tupac, a lot of Can't See Me, All Eyes on Me, all that kind of stuff. DMX, Rough Riders Anthem. Oh, that's my go-to playlist when I work out.
Wrestling moves like that other characters that you watch do.
I always like the F5 by Brock Lesnar, overhead press, obviously, the spear. I think every person should be able to like do the spear. I always thought the spear was like the coolest move for some reason.
Who do you want to get paired up in a wrestling match?
Well, I mean, if you know, if I could pick it out, it would be Roman Reigns at the moment. Cody Rhodes, the top guys. If I was in AEW, it'd be like MJF, Bryan Danielson, those kind of guys. I definitely want to pair with the top guys for sure.
Right on. That's what's up. When you get into wrestling, do you think you'll be a good guy or a bad guy?
That's a good question. I want to be a bad guy because it's funner to be a bad guy. And also, it's so tough to make people that don't know you like you. So I feel like being a bad guy, they get to dress cooler. They get to, you know, really be. I don't know. Would you rather be? It's like being the Joker, I guess. I'd rather be that than be Batman. Sometimes.
I always think about Andy Kaufman, great comedian, but he was like the most excellent heel. So talk about some of the wrestlers that inspire you that you take you would think you would take after.
That's a good one, and I like that Andy Kaufman, Jerry King Lawler reference. But I like obviously The Rock. Grew up idolizing The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, CM Punk, Mick Foley, The Undertaker, Triple H. You know, I can go on and on. Favorite wrestler of all time is probably The Rock, but from a technical standpoint, it's probably Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. Those are my two technical wrestlers.
How many competitions have you joined, bro?
So this will be my third competition. Both of them were in Maryland. The first one I had first place in my bench at my weight, first place deadlift at my weight, then second place squat. And then the second competition I was in, I won first place overall in my weight class. So hopefully third time keeps the luck on, man.
How do you feel about this one? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
A little bit of it's a mixed bag of emotions because everything going on with the family is kind of like I'm definitely dedicating this to my dad. Last time I actually competed, like I got the butterflies so bad, I get so nervous, but confident, yeah, of course, yeah. Ready, I don't know yet because while tonight was a good night, I actually failed last weekend trying to bench 450. I failed at it, so I'm able to just get the best lift. But my coach is practicing me through it all, but I say right now I'm about 70% there. So a few weeks before the competition, I'll definitely know where I'm at all the way.
Let's talk about your roots.
Yes.
And what really started you on your journey with working out?
So I grew up playing sports, baseball, basketball, and football. Kind of athletically driven. I didn't start working out though until like high school, lifting weights. Came along with playing football, obviously, and from there, after that, I grew on to powerlifting. I figured I was pretty strong through the weight room. Luckily,
I go with my mom to the gym just to do some cardio and stuff. I wouldn't do I didn't lift weights because that start your growth if you're too young. So I used to go there and just do cardio as a little kid in the cardio cinema room. When I was a kid, I would steal the chocolate milks and put them in my book bag. And one day, I threw my book bag on the ground and I forgot I had milk in there, and the milk spilled all over my math book. And I was like, oh, it smells so bad in the classroom. And I told my teacher, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. One of my cousins spilled milk on my book. So
now he knows too.
Now he knows. I got it.
Just live to be the best right now. Pick up where we left off like this. I work 3 jobs, but the pay's not promised. I've been working hard just to keep life running. Maybe I believe that the next day's sunny. Sometimes you just gotta try to climb the ladder. Push a little harder, maybe get a little faster in time. Break your a spot right now. I'm the king and I don't back down. Crazy is what they like to call me. But if I'm being honest, I just say they kinda lazy, huh? No way you can outwork me. I be putting in the hours while you fast asleep. Just live to be the best right now. Running like a championship is weighing on my shoulders. I was built from pressure of the weight that I was holding. Now I gotta carry on strong. I carry on bright. I carry my win wearing gold tonight.
The competition you about to do, man, in April.
Man, that's a good question. I'm nervous because I'm not as prepared, I feel like, but just because everything going on. But, you know, Christian Strange says nervous and hope the best.
There you go.
Hawk Strange says I'm going to go there and kick some ass.
Hey.
So either way, you know, let's hope for the best outcome. Let God do the rest. That's all you can do. I'm going to get some 45s and see if I can do 4 or 5 still. Something. The hardest part about lifting weights with me is not the lifting, it's the unracking. Because I always unrack and it's bullshit. It's funny because beforehand I'm kind of like at, you know, ease. I listen to like a lot of easy music, no caffeine beforehand, and then like the day of, it's like a bunch of caffeine, a bunch of Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of if I'm going for a max, and then like just a bunch of, then after that it's Tupac, Can't See Me, all that stuff. Like I just get so in the mindset, in the zone. Like I think about anybody that's ever doubted me, anything that ever doubted me, I just think about it. So yeah, like it's a lot of preparation with that. You just think about honestly what pisses you off the most, and then you say, all right, well I'm going to use that on the bench press, and then boom, and whatever comes to that comes to that.
In your life, man.
So honestly, bro, like it's just work. I got 2 jobs, work the 2. Try to go to the gym, you know. Then whenever I'm in my spare time, to spend it with my family, man. Honestly, I don't go out much like I used to. So that's kind of like the regular day life for me. The Christian Strange story. It may be boring as shit, but no, I'm kidding. It's not. So stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. And April 29th, I'm there to kick ass and take names. Any man that steps to me, they're stepping behind me. We're going for number 1.
Hawk Strange, can you talk a little bit about your injury, how you hurt your hand?
So I was benching. It was about like a month ago, and when I was on the way back up, my left wrist kind of bent a little bit. So at first I didn't think anything of it because it didn't hurt right away. But over time, like it just started to like really like puff up, and I really felt it like it was like, oh man, like I had to stop lifting for like about 2 weeks, and I had a little wrap on it as well. But it's healing up now. I had to go to therapy for it. Actually, that's where I just came from, was therapy. They kind of worked it out, but you know, you never know, it could get re-injured again. Not sure like how deep it is. If it may still hurt the competition, but hopefully it doesn't.
How much were you benching?
When I was doing that, it was about 430 pounds. Yeah.
Nice.
I got it up though, so
Yeah.
that's lucky.
So how did your family and friends feel about your competitions?
Super excited. They show up. My mom and my dad show up to each one. Anything I've ever done, they showed up for. They love it. They really, you know, they've always said definitely, you know, strive for it. They've always rallied behind it, and each time I tell them, their ears perk up and they get super excited about coming. This time, hopefully, like I have my brother come. He said he's gonna come, and my friends always come as well. Kevin, my best friend since like 3rd grade, comes all the time. My friend Nassim, and then Zane, who I mentioned earlier, they come to each competition as well.
Right on. We talked a little bit about your family and maybe with your dad, and how that all played into your success and achievements.
Yeah, so my dad, you know, he's my hero. So the first time I really started weightlifting, my dad got me the Arnold Schwarzenegger encyclopedia. So, you know, he was really into that as well. So he gave me that, and kind of he's the one that really pushed me into the gym as well. He pushed me to be better than I was yesterday, kind of that foundation. And that carried over into life as well. You know, I don't know if I'd be here, you know, obviously without my dad's guidance. I remember I came back one day from weightlifting, and I only did like like, oh, I did 25 on each side, and my dad was like, how much did you do? And I was like, I did 25 each side. And he's like, oh, well, you know, tomorrow you got to go there and do 225 pounds. And I didn't believe myself, and my dad did, and I was able to do it. So I owe all my weightlifting to him. He passed it down to me quite easily.
I can no longer be stopped now. Just catch me riding, I'll be stolen with my top down. I got a million reasons not to let my guard down. I am the king, I run the jungle, make it my town. I chop it up, break it down, toss it with the fire. Cold cuts, play the sound, got my guns for hire. You know what? Final cut, hit 'em with the choir. Hold it up, hold it high, always stay desired. I got a dope crib, it's out there in the villa, and my folks live.
Come on, Christian. 468 pounds. Let's go. Third season.
Welcome to the champ.
Yes, sir.
The champ is here.
Man.
The champ is here.
First place, man.
First place.
446, bro. We just couldn't. I did it, man.
A Hulk Strange story, bro.
Hulk Strange, man.
Hey, you did great, bro. You did great.
Oh, man, I appreciate you.
Let's go.
Do you have a message maybe for kids and other upcoming weightlifters?
Yeah, definitely. You know, believe in yourself. Don't always focus on what other people are doing in the gym. It's your journey. You know, I didn't think I'd be able to do this much. I thought I'd be done this by now. Honestly, I didn't think I could keep building, but build at your own pace. Don't ever look at somebody else and say, oh, I'm not doing that. Well, look at what you can do, and, you know, be proud of what you can do yourself. And always, you know, keep your head down, stay tunnel vision, and, you know, always try your best.
You're really inspiring. So I really want to thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you
Good
guys.
luck out there.
Yes.
We're all rooting for you. Hulk Strange, everybody.